What's going on? Oh, it's supposed to fade out. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? It is Friday, back with you with another episode of Master Your Marketing with me, Melanie Dyann Howe. I'm your host. I'm your live streaming mentor here on the StreamYard channel. So super excited to be talking to you guys today about AI, artificial intelligence, right? It's kind of like, as Robin said a second ago, she said, where did that comment go? AI is generating a lot of buzz lately, both good and bad. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I wanted to, I've been thinking about talking about this with everybody for a while, but I just was kind of like, not really sure how I wanted to do it. So I'm actually going to keep it kind of simple today. So AI is definitely, I'm going to break down what artificial intelligence is, because it might still be a little foreign to some of you. Maybe some of you haven't dabbled in it just yet. In fact, it's really funny. I work with a guy with the company that I work for, and he's a little older than me. He's not old. I mean, he's in his very early 60s. I mean, and he just the other day was like, I know I need to learn about it. I'm kind of like scared of it. I'm a little bit sort of like, it feels like so foreign to me. He's like, it feels like aliens or something. And I'm like, well, I get it. I totally get it. And it's just kind of interesting. We were talking about what it's doing and how it's kind of taking certain industries by storm right now. So anyway, maybe some of you are sort of like him, and you're just a little bit like, I can't even begin to try to process what it is. So anyway, again, I'm going to tell you what artificial intelligence is today. And I'm also going to show you one application and how it can help you speed up the process of your content creation. I mean, we're specifically going to talk a little bit about, videos and whatnot, but I think after today, you will realize it can be a very powerful tool that can absolutely help you speed up the process when you're planning your videos and even writing some of the content for your videos. And I hope that after today's show, you'll be a little bit inspired to check it out a little further so that you can do more with your time, right? And so that's the whole goal of today's show today. So I will definitely be taking some questions. I will tell you to get started, just getting this out of the way before I go any further. I am not an AI expert. Nope, I'm not an AI expert. We have lots of people out there that are completely diving in and are just like, the expert of all experts when it comes to AI. That's not me. However, I think that I'm a really good person today to break this down for you so that you can learn about what it is. Now, if you are a person in the chat who is a bit of an AI expert, feel free to throw out a few comments here and there, recommendations, so that we can definitely make it fun today. So Cornelius Sims says, understood, but give us what you got. You got it. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be fantastic. So Kashini says, I only know the basics of AI. I would love to know more. Okay, great. So hopefully after today, once again, you will be certainly in a lot of fun, having a lot of fun here. So, okay, I'm going to scroll back just a little bit because I got into some fun stuff. So just want to say hi to everybody. Again, if you're new to the show, if you're new to StreamYard's channel, welcome. We love helping people do more with their live videos and videos. In fact, if you guys didn't know, StreamYard just released a new feature inside of the video editor. So once you go live or you record a video using the StreamYard Studio, it goes into your video library where you can actually then make edits to your video. A long time ago, you really could just trim your video, but now you can actually make edits. And one of the things they just added, which is really helpful, is you can go in and put markers in there. And what markers do is it's like certain segments of your video you might want to clip out for maybe a reel or maybe a YouTube short. Well, doing these markers helps you go back and then know where you want to kind of make these edits. So definitely a really cool tool that is pretty great that just got added. So again, StreamYard's great for live video, which is how it got started. It's great for video creation, and it's also great for podcast recording. So it's a great tool, great platform, a lot of fun. So, all right. We are going to dive in about this AI stuff today, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, so let me just say hi to everybody because I got some fun people here. We got Bowling with the Fef. He's here today. It's great to see you. We got Will Lias as well. It's here. We got Audrey watching from Mexico. Fantastic. Blunts and Gems coming from Oklahoma. Okay, fantastic. We got Francis over watching on LinkedIn. That's right. We are multi-streaming. So we're actually streaming on Facebook, in our Facebook community, YouTube, and of course, on LinkedIn as well. So, okay, we are going to get started because we have a lot to cover today. And I definitely want to make sure that we are covering everything you want to know. So Creator Classroom, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully we don't cover too much of the ugly, but it may come up, right? So, but we're definitely gonna jump into a few things that have to do that stuff. So, okay, let's just get to it, shall we? Let me scroll back down. Wow, you guys are active today. I love it. Everybody's ready to learn about AI today. I'm super excited to see y'all here hanging out with me. So, okay, let's just first, again, I'm going to break down what AI is. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm also going to share an application called Chat GPT. So I'm sure that's one. It's very popular. It's probably one of the most popular ones. It sort of just blew up overnight a few months ago, and people are using it all over the place. So it's one that I've been using for a while. So it's the one I'm going to show you. There are certainly other artificial intelligence applications. Artificial intelligence is also built into a lot of applications, and it's getting built in and being layered into a lot of applications that maybe you already use or have been using for a while. So definitely AI is all over the place right now. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to first define what artificial intelligence is. Okay, so basically, the Britannica, right? The encyclopedias, remember those? On Britannica.com, they define artificial intelligence as the ability of a digital computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So that is a bit of a mouthful. And again, what it really means is that artificial intelligence is a way that things are automatically happening through computers and machines that are performing tasks that typically a person who has to think or process with their brain. It's kind of that kind of thing, right? That's essentially what it's saying. Now, there's an even deeper definition that I found on IBM. Now, this one is a lot. So let me take this quick banner down. So I'm going to give you guys my version of the definition, which I think a lot of you know. I like analogies, but I also take pride in being able to break stuff down. So I'm going to read a very technical description to you, and then I'm going to break it down for you in a very simple way. Okay, so IBM.com, there's an article I found on IBM.com, and it had a lot of information here. It says, at its simplest form, artificial intelligence is a field which combines computer science and robust data sets. Now that's a key word here, data sets, okay? To enable problem solving. Now problem solving, what's problem solving? It's thinking. It's a way to think, right? It also encompasses subfields, which basically means just more subsets, right, of the field, of machine learning and deep learning, which are frequently mentioned in conjunction with artificial intelligence. These disciplines are comprised of AI algorithms, which seek to create expert systems which make predictions or classifications based on input data. Wow. I mean, wow, right? Whoever wrote that's very smart. That's all I'm going to say. So here's the deal, guys. Facebook, social media, Instagram, YouTube. Think about this. We've been talking about the algorithms in social media for a really long time, haven't we? Because you go create a post or a video and it's not automatic that people are going to see it. You may have 5,000 subscribers on YouTube and you go create a video, 10 people might see it. 100 people might see it. 2,000 people that aren't subscribed to you might see it. You personally, technically, have no control over who sees your content in their feed when they open up their phone or they open up the application. The platforms themselves, the social media platforms themselves, have 100% of the control about who they actually deliver your content to. Now, how do they do that? How do they determine it? They use artificial intelligence. Okay, it just really wasn't called that for a long time. It's, we always called it the algorithms, or as I used to joke around, leprechauns in the computers, whatever, right? Just because it seemed so how does this even happen? When you are researching something and then all of a sudden all these ads show up in your Instagram feed or Facebook feed, it's all this stuff that maybe you're looking for a gift for your husband, then he's got a beard and you're looking for like a beard oil. Now all of a sudden there's like all these beard products and clippers and, man soaps and shampoos and things. And you're like, I don't want to look at this stuff. I already bought that present. I don't need to learn about this anymore. Well, all of that searching you did is getting fed, that data, remember it said data, is getting fed into these algorithms, and it's basically predicting and determining, what do you want to look at? What do you want to see? What are you interested in? And so all these algorithms in the social media platforms have already been doing this for a really long time. That is exactly artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is not new. Many people think that it's a really new thing. Oh, it is not new. It's been around for decades. It's just been around in different ways that maybe we didn't notice, or maybe ways that we appreciated, maybe even took for granted, and definitely weren't necessarily creeped out by, right? Because some people are really creeped out by these algorithms and all this kind of intelligence, right? And just like I was saying, I was talking to this gentleman I work with, and I was telling him, he's like, I know I shouldn't be creeped out, or I need to learn about it. I was like, you do, it's like students are using artificial intelligence to do their schoolwork. But they kind of have been already, right? Because they've been doing Google searches and researching stuff and learning about things. And it's just taken a complete massive jump in the prevalence in our culture and society, right? Now, not everywhere, but certainly where we are, right? And all the things. I mean, if you are using a platform like YouTube and you're using a platform like StreamYard, artificial intelligence has made a jump in the presence in your life, right? And so, I think about, there's all this stuff on the news, and I promise we're going to get into some fun stuff here in a second. But I'm just again breaking down what artificial intelligence is here, and there's all this this stuff about kids are writing their term papers, they're writing their reports and things that should take them hours and hours and hours. And they're just using Chat GPT to write these term papers and blah, blah, blah. And you have, the music community is really freaked out about the artificial intelligence applications that can write songs. I think I just I was listening and I heard it in the background. I didn't watch it. The Beatles just came out with a song and they used artificial intelligence to replicate John Lennon's voice. So they created a brand new song with John Lennon's voice using artificial intelligence to do this. Whoa. It's mind-blowing. It really is mind-blowing because of how fast it's being introduced into our culture, especially in the creative market. So I'm here to just say it's certainly something it's always, I think anytime you have new technologies or new capabilities, it's always important to be cautious, but don't be freaked out. Don't be scared of it, right? So I'm here to just kind of like, let's break it down in a very small subset of where we can use artificial intelligence. But again, I'm just pointing out why people are freaking out right now. There are a lot of people that are kind of freaking out. It's interesting. So anyway, again, artificial intelligence has been around. It's just starting to kind of all of a sudden take this massive leap, right? So this massive, massive leap. So, so real fast, Barnabas. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. How did you write that on screen? So what you all saw was I used the banners down at the bottom, and then I also just created an overlay, and then I added the overlay inside the studio, and I pulled that up on screen. That was how I got all that text on screen. So that was all the technical stuff, right? Technical stuff. Now, I want to talk about how you can use artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a great way for you to come up with ideas for your videos. Okay. So you can, and I'll show you in a moment. I'm going to show it to you. And you can also use it to write outlines. You can use it to write scripts. You can use it to help create title ideas and even descriptions for your videos. Now, I will tell you, I love creating content. I love creating videos. I absolutely love going live. I love it, love it, love it. The part about the whole content creation journey that I don't really love, that I'm not passionate about, is titles and thumbnails and descriptions, because it's sort of this, you really do need to put a little bit of thought behind it, not a little bit, quite a bit. You need to do a little research, and you can just whip up a title and a description. But if you're really trying to get your content to get a good response from those algorithms and be presented to more people, then you need to put some effort into your titles and your thumbnails and your descriptions. So if you're like me and you sort of hate it and you don't love that process, maybe you will find that using a tool like Chat GPT can help you make this process faster, or also just simply empower you or give you some reassurance and confidence that what you're creating is good, right? And so that's kind of a big piece of it too. So all right, so I'm going to keep moving. I know I've got a lot of comments coming in here. I absolutely love it. I am definitely going to keep moving because I want to get through a little bit of this demo, and then we can sort of go into this like conversation mode, right? When it comes to, just this whole artificial intelligence thing. So it's going to be really cool. So I will say Andrew is here and he says, I have embraced it and I am enjoying the massive creativity. Super love to hear that. I think that's fantastic. So, I'm excited. Let's check. So again, okay. Chat GPT is definitely the application I'm going to show you. Okay. So I'm going to show you, first I'm going to show you how to get started with it very quickly. It's very easy. But then I'm also going to show you some examples about how you can use it. And some of you who have never seen this or tried to use it are probably going to be like, whoa, right? Then I'm going to give you some thoughts and some insights for how to use this tool appropriately, okay? Because there is definitely some do's and don'ts when it comes to using these applications, especially this application I'm going to show you today, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you how to get signed up for it. Then I'm going to give you those kind of like some insights and some do's and don'ts about it, because again, it's pretty important. So what's up, Andrew Can? Glad to see you here hanging out. We've got Andrew in the house in the comments here. So super excited to see you here. All right. So first, let's just talk about, I'm going to show you really quick. I just did a quick demo video about how to get signed up for it. So those of you that haven't created an account, really quick, here's exactly how you're going to get started with Chat GPT. It'll take you less than a minute to get yourself started. So here we go. Here we are on the home screen for Chat GPT. So it's also known as OpenAI. So you're simply just going to go to sign up, and you're going to enter in your email address if you want to create your account that way, or you can also just simply connect your Google, your Microsoft, or your Apple account to get started. And once you do that, you are going to need to simply verify your email or do a quick authentication so that it can make sure that you are who you say you are. And of course, once you do this, it's going to then ask you to enter some personal details so that it can put your account together. And you are going to get a code to that phone number that is going to authenticate that, again, that you are absolutely who you say you are. And now you are in the Chat GPT main home screen. This is what you will see when you first create your account. You'll notice down here at the bottom of the screen, you've got some just general prompts to help you get started, kind of help you learn the platform a little bit. And of course, if you're ready to just get going with your own custom question, you would simply type it in this box down below. Once you actually do this and you start to have some of these messages coming back to you, they will actually be saved over here on the left-hand side. They're called chats because you actually are going to be interacting with the AI, the artificial intelligence of this application, which I will show you in just a moment. Okay, so I saw Andrina, she says, what was the website address? So if you just Google Chat GPT, this is going to come up, but it's chat.openai.com. Is that right? Yes, chat.openai.com. That is the website that you want to go to. So I will say, let's see, Stuart. I saw Stuart. Bachin. That's how you say it, right? Did I say it right? Okay. Stuart says many AI developed apps are more powerful than the popular Chat GPT. He's correct. So again, as I said earlier, there are tons of apps out there. In fact, there's very specific apps. There's apps that are very, very industry specific. So if you're a graphic designer, there are graphic design artificial intelligence apps right now that are just hitting the market like crazy. The reason I wanted to show Chat GPT is because it is very popular. It is I like it. I think it's very easy to use. And again, back with, the whole ease of use pillar that StreamYard has, it's definitely one of my, pillars as well, is I like to show things that are not too complicated. And that's quite frankly what I take pride in, is being able to use things that are easy to start with and get going with, and that don't take a long time to kind of learn. So there are lots of apps out there, to Stuart's point, but the one we're going to talk about today is Chat GPT. So, okay. So let me get my screen ready really quick, because I'm going to go ahead and open up Chat GPT, and I'm going to show you how it works. And then again, like I said, we're going to talk about some things that I want you to be very thoughtful about when it comes to using this, right? So, okay. As far as so Andrina says, is it better to sign in with Google or through Apple sign in? That is completely up to you. So when I was talking about the logins, it will let you create an account just from an email address, or you can use your Google account or your Microsoft account, like an Office 365, or your Apple ID, right? Now, there's pros and cons to using some of those, accounts for stuff. Some people don't like to do that. They prefer to just use an email address, but it's completely up to you. That's definitely not my call. I don't know, but okay. Sorry. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how this works. So here is Chat GPT. Let's go with this view. I like this new view that I kind of have going. Oh, I got to get my little logo back up there. It was covering up the text earlier, so I took it down. Okay. So Chat GPT is going to allow you to basically, when you get started, this is it. This is all you'll see. When you create your first account, that's it. This is all you'll see. You'll see some stuff down here at the bottom. Now Chat 3.5 is the kind of current free plan. You can upgrade. You get additional, I don't know, it's faster sometimes. There was a while where Chat GPT was actually like, you would go to it and it literally was like, sorry, we're too busy. Like the systems were too busy. Remember, it's using data. It is using servers. And if those servers get busy, it was shutting down. And so I think that that's part of the whole upgrade, was you won't get shut down. But I haven't had that issue for a while. Maybe it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means I haven't had it for a while. So down here are just I think these are just really for people to just see if they don't know what to start with. It's just ideas for them to have some fun. Compare marketing strategies is something that's kind of interesting. But you literally can just type a question, right? So we're going to type a question. So again, I've said, I think it's a great way to come up with ideas for your videos, right? So let me just go ahead and go to full screen actually, because I feel like that's going to give us a little bit better view here. So we're down at the bottom. I'm going to type in, I always so by the way, I talk to Chat GPT like I talk to a regular person. You don't have to, but I do. I actually think that the way you type in, instead of just being commanding, if you use like polite words, it's actually going to maybe pick up on that style of yours. And again, present you with things that are also in that style. So I just, for whatever reason, feel like I'm kind of talking to a real person, even though I know I'm not. I just do. I can't help it. But please share some video. I'm going to be specific. YouTube video ideas for the fitness industry. How about that? and it's going to be nice to you. And just like that, very quickly, ba 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 ba. Like, look at that. I mean, it's just going and going and going here. I mean, man, that is serious right there, right? Okay, so what do we have? We have, let's scroll back up. Certainly, there are many creative and engaging video ideas for the fitness industry on YouTube. Here are some to consider. Workout tutorials, nutritional tips, transformation stories, equipment reviews, workout challenges, fitness Q&A, healthy recipes, body weight workouts, fitness challenges, workout music, playlists. So like, hey, here's what you should work out to. Mindfulness and mental health, celebrity workouts, product comparisons, fitness for specific audiences. So, like it says here, pregnant women, whatnot. Behind the scenes. These are great ideas. Okay. So I always say there's kind of like a standard model out there when it comes to marketing strategies and ideas for videos and creating those ideas. And honestly, behind the scenes, Q&As, tutorials, sharing what you like to use, and then subset industry. So it talks about mindfulness and mental health. Like there is almost like this sort of like template, if you will. And so I do find that when I go through this process of asking for ideas, it goes through and it shares lots of the same ideas that I've been sharing with my clients for over a decade. And so again, it's reaffirming, right? But at the same time, maybe you've thought of some of these ideas, but you didn't think of all of them, right? So it's just kind of like one of those things, right? Okay, so here's what you can do next. This is where it gets really, really, really cool. So if you thought that was cool, which many of you are loving, this is definitely the, hey, Dime Bag, how are you? Good to see you. This is where it gets really awesome. So let's just look back up here. We've got some really great ideas, and it's going to give you some, just a quick bullet, like workout tutorials. What do you mean? And it kind of just tells you why and gives you some ideas, right? Focus on specific muscle groups or fitness goals like fat loss, muscle gain, or flexibility. Really cool. Nutritional tips, transformational stories, equipment reviews, workout challenges. So workout challenges, what does that mean? I think I'd like to get some more ideas about workout challenges. So here you can say, thank you. Please share some additional details about workout challenges. And let's scroll back down because I love watching it just go crazy, right? Look at this. I mean, it's just going and going and going. Look at that. Look how fast this is. This is incredibly fast. And honestly, while it's not always going to be 100% accurate, I will tell you, if you are in a really niche, this is really, really, really important. So, I got to get over here. This is really important. So pay attention. If you're in a super, super specific niche and there's not a lot of content out there about what it is you do and want to teach or want to share about, you may find this a little bit harder. Because again, remember, as I said earlier, the definition, it's using data that's out there. It's using all this data all over the place, and it's bringing all that together and it's using it to do this. So if there's not a lot of data out there or research about your specific topic, you may not have as much or as enriched content coming back to you, or be careful, maybe not fully accurate. And there are lots of caveats in the fine print of Chat GPT, and it talks about that. So again, if you're in a really more known industry or known content pillar, then you're going to be in pretty good shape here. So, okay. So let's read this a little bit further. Let's go back in and dive in a little further here. All right. So it says, certainly workout challenges are popular and engaging content ideas for fitness YouTubers. They can help increase viewer engagement, encourage participation, and create a sense of community among your audience. Here are some additional details about creating workout challenges. So define the challenge. Okay. So what this is doing, it's now helping you. So then it didn't necessarily give us ideas for workout challenges. Again, so this is sort of like, because all I said was details, but next I'll say, give me some ideas, right? So we're diving in, and now it's saying, okay, first define the challenge, choose a theme, set realistic goals, offer progress tracking, create a workout plan, provide modifications, offer nutritional guidance, demonstrations and explanations. I mean, holy crap. Like, it's like a business plan for somebody who's in the fitness industry right now. I mean, seriously, think about this. So this is literally like telling you, here's what you should be thinking about and what should go into when it comes to if you're in the fitness industry and this is what you want to do, right? Okay, so now let's ask it for some ideas. This is great. Please share some ideas for some specific workout challenge. Oops, I should probably keep it together. Challenge ideas. Now, sometimes the way you rephrase a question, it may not quite give you what you want. So this is why it's a conversation. So keep going. The other thing you can do is you can say, will you please elaborate on point number 4? You can be really specific. Now you can also, I'm just typing in like really short things here. You can you can type in all kinds of stuff. You can type in even more. So, tell you what, why don't we do that? Some specific workout challenges, for women over the age of 40. I mean, come on. I think I saw Krishini say it's so satisfying. Yeah, she's like, it's so satisfying seeing typing like crazy like that. It is. It's so fun. Okay, more stuff just populated. Look at that. All kinds of stuff. So let's check it out. What do we have here? Let's see how good it is. Workout challenges specifically tailored for women over the age of 40 can be a great way to address their unique fitness needs and goals. Okay, 30-day strength and balance challenge, menopause fitness challenge, low impact cardio challenge, core strength challenge. Okay, so what does it say? Emphasize core workouts that help improve posture, reduce lower back pain, and enhance overall core strength. Include exercises like planks, pelvic tilts, and stability ball exercises. Flexibility and mobility challenges, health, aging, nutrition challenge, 10-minute daily workout challenge. Love it. Okay, let's get here. Here's where, okay, I'm going to move on, but like literally, please share ideas, specific ideas for women. Oh, wait, hold on. Specific workout. Well, let's just see. Hold on. Let's see if I even have to say that, right? Please share specific ideas for women over 40 that are extremely busy. Let's see if it picks up on still workout challenges. I mean, it sure did. It sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Yes. Hope workout channels are taking notes, right? Robin says, I need to cut out the ice cream every night fitness challenge. That's fantastic. I love it. Ice cream before dinner or before bed is kind of nice though, right? Let's see. Coffee, talk, and text. So John says, plus the free version is only info till up to, I think, 2021, correct. I'm not sure, John, to be honest with you, possibly. John is a good friend of mine who is extremely intelligent and smart in all things tech and creative. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe that's all as far back as it goes. But if you want to read into it, again, I think that there is definitely the free version is super robust. But depending on how much you use it and depending on how much further you need the data to go, it might be worthwhile to you to use the paid version. So there is a paid version, but this is the free version that I'm showing you today. But yeah, I don't know the answer to that one, John, to be honest with you. Okay, so it just went through all these great things. Now, all right, let me go ahead and talk about this next. So what it does is once you've created this, and you can keep going if you want. In fact, even you can say regenerate if you didn't. I think you can literally, if you say regenerate, it's actually just going to try again. Now, I think that is really only valuable if you've given it like a day or two, because maybe there's new content out there, new data, right? That's essentially what that's about. So, okay. So once you've done that and you've created this, it calls it a chat. And so now your chat is over here. So it saves it. You can delete it if you want. You can change the title of it. You can just say fitness video ideas. Oops, I'm pretty sure that I typoed that. Yeah. There you go. So now you know what this one is. So then you can go in and you can create a new chat. And again, here you are at that screen all over again. And so here, this is, you can keep going with the same type of stuff, or maybe you have a completely separate topic that you want to talk about. But what I like is, here's what I would say too. You can get really specific here. So if you have a description for a video, so let's go back here. I'm going to grab one of these videos. Let's see. And I'm going to go to a new chat and I'm going to say, please provide some YouTube video title ideas for a video about, I'm going to paste this. Now I'm going to delete about 10-minute morning workout routines that talk about, and then I'm going to do that, right? Now watch, let's see what it does. Nope, it was super fast. So, okay, back to, so check this out. We've got all kinds of ideas here. Certainly. Energize your day, 10-minute morning workout for women. Metabolism boosting morning routine for women, 10-minute workout. Quick and effective morning workout for women. Boost energy and burn fat. So again, tons of ideas, right? Tons of ideas here. So now you've not only got ideas for your videos, now you have some title ideas, right? So here's what we're going to do now. Okay, now please share a YouTube video description for that video. Oh my goodness, it gives a whole, like, this is, okay, all right, this is where we get cautious. You have to use some judgment. And I'm going to, again, I told you I was going to show this to you, but then I was going to also share with you some things to consider and think about when it comes to using applications like this. So what did it do here? It went ahead and gave us a more of like an outline, right? So welcome to our 10-minute morning workout routine designed specifically for women to kickstart your day with a burst of energy and give your metabolism a boost. In this quick and effective workout, we'll guide you through blah, blah, blah. So that's a very descriptive title that I wouldn't necessarily say is a great YouTube title, but maybe it is, right? So, but then it literally gives you timestamps for a video you haven't even created yet. Interesting, right? So obviously you would not want to use this as a copy and paste at all. You would want to use this maybe as a, well, that's a pretty cool outline for my video. So again, you cannot take everything completely word for word. In fact, that's one of the things we're going to talk about in a moment. Don't take everything word for word, please. Right? So anyway, but look, it's got this more, information here. This is a pretty lengthy description, but we can keep going here. Look, I can go back up and I can say, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to say, please write a YouTube description. Let's see if it does the timestamps again. YouTube for a video titled. Let's see what it does this time. It did the same thing. Okay, so this is interesting because I've done this a few times and I have never had it do this. But look, it's all the same thing. It's basically like the same exact timestamp, as well as the video is a little different, right? Isn't it? Welcome to our empowering. Yeah, it is different. So it's a little different here. So here's the thing. Let's try this. I'm going to try this instead. This is weird because I did this one time. Please write a description for a video about. I know this is crazy. Oh, here we go. This is a little more like what I've seen in the past. But it's still doing that. That is so crazy. Okay. So again, I've never seen it do this whole timestamp thing. I think it's really just something where you would be able to use this if you wanted to use this exact, if you wanted to use this, like this, basically this outline for your video, then you would make the video, but then you would go edit these timestamps, right? All you do, if you guys don't know, in YouTube, when there's a video and you create a video, you can make chapters and you can timestamp it, which lets people kind of get to the point, right? They don't want to, I'm only want to hear about, let me just show you an example really quick. I'm going to show you an example because some of you are like, what? I don't even understand what they're talking about. I have, there's a YouTuber I love to follow, but I use his timestamps like crazy because his videos are very long and I don't care about all the stuff that's in his videos. So let me pull it up. His channel is called Podcastage and he's really funny. He's very snarky, but he does reviews of microphones. Okay. So, let me get this up, pause. I'm going to get through let me get through the app here real fast or get through the ad. Then I'll pull it up for you guys. So I'm just going to show you because he uses timestamps like, whoa, wowzers, you know? All right, get to it. Skip ads. Okay, here we go. So, all right, so here's his channel, right? So if we scroll down, you'll see his description, lots of affiliate links, but then look at all these timestamps. So again, I love his videos, but sometimes I'm like, I just want to hear what he thinks, overall thoughts, right? Pros and cons, or I want to see how it compares to something else. Because what he does is he literally will do these mic reviews and he compares it to all kinds of other mics. And it's actually kind of cool. So if you're like, well, I've already got the, Logitech Blue, I want to hear how it sounds compared to that. So that's what you would do. So you would click on this timestamp and it's literally going to take you to that moment in the video, right? So that's what timestamps do, right? They're like quick little chapter markers. So real fast, we'll get back to it. So what I'm saying is you could use this and then just go back and edit those timestamps. And all you need to do is put the right time in there. And then it's actually going to update the timestamp. So if you literally use that semicolon, it's going to create the timestamp. So definitely one of the things that you want to do. James Hicks in the house, good friend of mine. And yes, of course, one of your shorts showed up in my history. I love watching your content. It's fantastic. I love your stuff, especially the new stuff with the all these interviews you're doing. It's really great. So love your stuff, man. Okay, so we talked about how it can help you create ideas. We talked about how it can help you basically even go as far as an outline for a video, right? A specific video. And then now we just showed you titles. It can help you come up with title ideas and then descriptions. Now the descriptions here, interesting. It is interesting. I've not seen it do the timestamp. So maybe it's simply just because of the way that the specific industry we're in. I'm really not sure. But okay, now you've got that stuff. Okay, so again, I wanted to also show you, see how it saved it? So now, you come back in and it's going to actually have all of your previous chats in here. I don't know how many it lets you save. I've not gotten to that point. I mean, at all. This is just a demo account I made. I use this for my own, again, outlining and stuff. Let's see. I did see Coffee Talk and Tech said, here it is. John says, the paid version gives up to date into a critical info in. The paid version gives up-to-date info of critical information. Okay, so basically the paid version probably goes a little further, goes a little deeper in the data. Maybe it's a little more accurate. I really don't know, but why is there a free version and why is there a paid version? So that they can keep developing the app and investing in it, right? And at least they have this free version. Now, should you use the paid version over the free version? That all depends on how much you're going to use this and how important it is. If you're in a certain very regulated industry, the paid version is probably worth it to you, for example. Or if you just feel like you use it and you're like, it always gives me these generic responses, which I don't find them to be that generic, maybe the outline, if you will, but maybe you would need a paid version. So it's just something to try. You got to try it out before you can really make that decision. Okay, so we will talk about this. I'll take a couple questions. I absolutely want to talk about some pretty important things though. So did I talk about it? Yeah, titles, descriptions, ideas, outlines. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. And then we're gonna talk about something very important that I need you all to pay attention to, because now that your mind is maybe blown, or now that you're extremely happy or excited about this, you've got to, I want to give you I want to heed a little warning to you, right? But down here at the bottom, if you go to your account, you can do custom instructions. And what do custom instructions do? Well, custom instructions are going to help this application give you more specific responses that are more specific to you. Right? And I find this very nice. However, I have found it to be a little bit sometimes it puts things too in a box. So what I love about it is you can turn it off and you can turn it on. I love this because sometimes maybe you want to be brought outside of your little box or your world you're in. So it would just say, what would you like Chat GPT to know about you to provide better responses? I am a fitness instructor who specializes in coaching women over 40 who are also extremely busy. I help them lose weight with easy, let's see, I don't want to say easy. I help them lose weight and maintain a healthy mindset with simple and effective workout routines, right? I also specialize in nutrition. How about that? How would you like Chat GPT to respond? So this is where you kind of get to kind of create a little, flavor. So how formal or casual should Chat GPT be? How long or short should responses generally be? How do you want to be addressed? Should Chat GPT have opinions on topics or remain neutral? This is very, very, very important. So again, depending on the industry you're in, depending on what it is you do, this is where you would want to, think about some things. So if you're using this, let's just call it out. Let's call it the most obvious thing. If you're using Chat GPT and you're running for office and you are a Republican and you're extremely conservative, or vice versa, you're extremely liberal, you would maybe want to tell Chat GPT that so that it helps you presents information to you that's aligned with your beliefs and your values. And so this is where this is not going to be necessary for everyone. But if you are like, okay, for example, what if I wanted to cater all of my content towards, Christians, for example, right? Well, then I would want to put that in there. And then it's going to find very unique, specific attributes to the content it presents to me that are aligned with those types of values, right? That's just one example. So if those things are important to you, then you would want to use this feature. If you really don't know what those things are or what they would be, then just leave it alone. That's what I would say, right? So again, this is why it's really great to understand your personal brand and your values and those types of things and the people you're trying to attract. Again, this is you helping Chat GPT refine even further, right? If you want to, it's optional. But this is why I like that you can turn it on and turn it off. So if you click save, and now if I do something, please share some video ideas for workouts. It might, see, there you go. So what it's doing now is it's literally, if we read it, it says, certainly, here are some video ideas for workouts that cater to busy women over 40, keeping in mind your specialization in simple and effective routines. So this customization feature can be pretty valuable. But again, if you're not wanting to be put into that box, every once in a while you might want to be a little more creative, then you would just want to go in, uncheck that in the customize section right here, uncheck it, and basically ask the same question and watch. Let's ask the same question in a new chat. So a new chat, same question. It should answer differently. It sure does. So there you go. So it's absolutely coming in here and it's giving me these ideas that are more broad and less specific to the women over 40 that are busy and not specific to simple and short, effective ones, right? So again, you sometimes want to use that feature and sometimes you may not. So I have it turned on in mine. I basically say that I'm a live streaming coach and mentor. I specialize in, content creation and that I like to empower people who are maybe overwhelmed by the tech. And so when I go in and do this kind of stuff, it's giving me ideas that are very specific to that. Sometimes I literally am like, oh, okay, today I don't want that kind of idea. So then I just uncheck it and then there you are, right? So super, super cool. Super, super cool. So I hope that you guys are like loving this. This is pretty fascinating. If you ask me, I personally find it pretty awesome. So, okay, let me check in on everybody. And then I want to talk to you guys about just some things to be cautious about, right? Because just because this tool is here and it's there are some do's and don'ts. And so I really just want to make sure that we cover a couple of these things. So, and then I did see a couple questions so Kashini says, I didn't know about the customize mine right now. Again, use that toggle on and off. It's definitely going to help you do some cool things. So, okay. So I will say this. I did mention earlier too, that this artificial intelligence, you're starting to see and coming to life in all kinds of applications. It's in Canva, for example. So Canva now has this magic, what's it called? Magic, I forget what they call it, magic something. And it's there. Quite frankly, Buzzsprout, if you use Buzzsprout for your podcasting, they implemented a magic mastering tool 2 years ago. That's using artificial intelligence to basically auto-enhance your podcast recording. And so that's already inside of Buzzsprout. I think they've got new artificial intelligence applications in there as well. So it's kind of, you're starting to see it come into applications, Google Docs, Grammarly, like I said, Canva, and others. There's also so many other apps out there. I just showed you this one because, quite frankly, we like to keep the show kind of concise, and I could have probably gone on all day long about it. But before I go much further on, I definitely want to just talk about a couple things that are really important. And the most important thing is that artificial intelligence is not meant to replace you. So there's all these people out there, and there's a lot of people that are talking about how artificial intelligence is going to eliminate jobs. It is going to eliminate some jobs. I mean, it is going to eliminate jobs just like, robotic welders, meaning like machines that take a file that one person creates and then they send it to 5 robotic welders. There's these 5 robotic welders that are literally doing what a human used to have to do. And they're doing it in a fraction of the time of what those humans used to do. It is literally just an example because the company I work for, we have robotic welders and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this is not new. Okay. This is not new that things are replacing human jobs, but there are so many jobs still required that require a human to do. There's also lots of jobs that require a human to use AI to do something. So I know it sounds scary and it can be kind of crazy. And there's a lot of just, again, good, bad, and the ugly, as Creator Classroom said earlier, but there's also a lot of really good things. And so my whole goal with this today was to inspire you to, if you've been intimidated or a little bit weirded out by this whole concept of artificial intelligence, I wanted to break it down for you so that you had a better understanding of technically what it is and what it truly is doing, and also some ways that you can use tools like Chat GPT and others in speeding up the process of you creating more content. Because that's the whole goal, is I want you to create more content, because so many people tell me, oh, I can only do 1 video a month because it's all I have time to do. By the time I, come up with the ideas, and by the time I write the title and descriptions and come up with an outline or scripts or whatever, it's crazy. I didn't even show that example. You could actually say the same thing. You can say, please provide an outline for specific video, blah, 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 and it will give you an outline for your video. It's pretty fascinating. You can also ask it to write a script. With that script, I will say that's an area I want you to be very careful about, because nothing can replace you. Nothing's ever going to replace you, meaning you, right? But I want you to think of these tools as they are assistants. They are not replacements. Okay? They are assistants. They are assisting you. They're helping make a process that you have to do manually a little more automated and, quite frankly, just faster. Right? Just simply faster. Because if you were doing this yourself and you came up with your idea, you'd probably then go research, and you'd use maybe a tool like TubeBuddy or something else to come up with some titles and research if they're effective. And then you'd probably go look for some more related videos online and see what their description said to get some inspiration and some ideas and blah, blah, blah. That would take you at least an hour. That takes forever. And then you'd probably overthink some of it in the process. And then you'd probably watch somebody's video and say, oh, their video is better than mine. I can't create this video, right? It's too easy to put yourself in that trap. When you use a tool like this, you're staying focused. It's giving you all this stuff really fast. What I will encourage you to do is to not copy and paste. I'm definitely going to say, don't copy and paste. Use it as a guide, as a draft. I then want you to take, if you have it write you a description, take that description as a suggestion, and I want you to then refine it. I want you to kind of just make it yours, make it your own, add in your own colorful things. One of the ways that you can do this is to literally read the description out loud as if you were in your, your brand voice, and you're going to feel where it doesn't feel natural. And it's not going to feel natural because you didn't write it. Artificial intelligence wrote it, and artificial intelligence cannot replace you. It is merely just assisting you and helping you. And so I want you to think about all these tools in that way. Now, some of these graphic tools and these graphic creation tools, those might be a little more, you can use what it generates for you. But when it comes to words that you're going to use and speak or use to represent what you want and what you mean, I absolutely want you to cater it to you. I want you to refine it and change it. And so that's just a big, big, big air of caution I wanted to create, tell you about. I think that people are going to crave live video even more because they know it's you. They know it's real. It's not some artificial, video created that somebody made that looks like you or sounds like you, or it's terrifying to think about, but it's probably happening. So I do think this is just another reminder that live video cannot be replaced as one of the most effective and engaging and trustworthy types of content that you can create. And so, use these things to help you create the ideas and the tools and the pieces that go with it, but then go create more content. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole goal of why I wanted to share this with you guys today. Now, I did see a question that came in. Let's see. So Patrick Hill Station says, I have used AI to generate art, either from prompts or from a sketch I did with various levels of success. Any ideas how I can use AI on my regular YouTube channel? YouTube offers a time start. I don't know what that last sentence means, but I think this question came in a little earlier. I would honestly say, again, you can use AI to help you plan these videos, which is basically what I focused on today. But you can also use AI with some of these creator applications, or like the actual video and image generators, to maybe create some of the supporting things that go into your videos. As you all know, I love the idea of using little videos like I just did earlier. When I pulled up that my comment, this one, that's just a video I made in Canva. So you can also use AI to help you create more assets that go into your videos. So that's what I would recommend as well, is to get creative with it. Again, not an AI expert by any means at this point. I am definitely exploring it. I have really only dabbled in this realm of using it, meaning to help me plan content. But I am absolutely interested in and intrigued, and also maybe a little creeped out about how AI can help with graphics. And so I just haven't quite gotten there. So maybe I'll try to find an expert to come on the show in a few weeks that can talk about that, right? Because again, I think there's tons of opportunities there for what you can do. So it's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy. Okay, let me check in on the comments. You guys were on fire today. I didn't see a lot of questions, but that's probably because we were in lots of demo mode and you guys were just soaking this all in, which is fantastic. So I definitely am excited. So Cornelia Sims says, you've inspired me. Good. That was the whole point, right? Joanne says, you covered it well. Thank you. Because I honestly was a little nervous about it. I think I've wanted to talk about this for a while, but I was maybe a little intimidated just because, one, I know I'm not an expert in it, but two, there's so much to it, right? But I gave myself my tip that I give other people, and that was, hey, there's probably tons of people that have not even started using this yet, and I want you to start. So that's the whole point, is I brought myself back to where I am, and I want to meet you where you are. So some of you have used more tools than this. Fantastic. Some of you have just never done it at all. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. All right. So Brooklyn Beauty Beach says, I will be going live soon. Fantastic. That's exciting to hear. Okay. So I think we're good. We're good. So again, today, if you're just tuning in, you'll want to go back and watch the replay. But what I did was I talked about artificial intelligence today. We talked about the application Chat GPT and how you can use it to speed up the process of planning your videos, getting ideas, outlining them, titles, descriptions. It's basically your assistant in helping guide you into creating more content. So it's not a replacement of you, it's an assistant to your video creation journey and all the work that goes into that. And so I talked about the definition of what artificial intelligence is. So if you're still one of those people that's like, I'm not even really sure I understand this at all, then I definitely covered that as well. And then of course, I showed you how to use Chat GPT specifically to do things like come up with ideas for your videos and outlines and descriptions and all the things. So super powerful tool. But again, the thing I'll leave you with 100% for sure all day long is that it is absolutely not going to replace you. It is absolutely meant to assist you. Okay. So don't use copy paste. I would highly recommend you make it your own. And that goes with everything. So anything that something is automatically going to do for you, give it that gut check and give it that touch of your own personal, your actual personal touch, and make it your own. So that's definitely something I just feel really strongly about when it comes to these tools that are doing these things. It's just really important that you stay custom. You got to stay a little custom, right? You're just being guided, but I still want you to be custom and still put your own flavor on it. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Ta-ta. See you later. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.